All right, welcome to episode 141 of the Freak Show. We haven't done the Freak Show because John started a new career on Delta.
Well, there's been a lot of things going on. I mean, I think we discussed it last time that my father passed away, and a lot of things that have been a lot of things have been changing. But yes, I did start a new job. I wasn't going to say where, but you did. I got to tell you, the company's phenomenal. Though the company is absolutely phenomenal. They're taking very good care of me right now, which is awesome. If you ever get a chance to work for them, I'd say go for it. Just for the free flights alone. I get free flights everywhere. I was in West Palm last weekend, and this weekend I'm going to be in Nashville. So if you're in Nashville, hit me up. Yeah. And then in 2 weeks, I think I'm going to be in New Orleans. I'm going everywhere.
I saw you did pretty good in one of the tests that you take. What did they test you on?
Everything. So it's not easy stuff. You got to memorize the plane sizes, the plane numbers, how much time you need to bring certain things down. Like, so Delta has so they guarantee that your bags will be at the terminal before 20 minutes. So basically, by the time you deboard and get down there, your bags are at the carousel. Which I don't know if you've ever flown other airlines. I won't say which ones. JetBlue. You come off at JFK, you're waiting a good hour for your bag, and it sucks. And I love JetBlue, but
I like JetBlue too. Well, that's a bunch of time when I go travel. I always bring my carry. I'd say I bring a carry on.
I gotta tell you, man, I flew Comfort Plus on the way back from West Palm, and if Comfort Plus was that good, I cannot wait to see what first class feels like. Wow, the seat went back further than I thought it would. I took an amazing nap. The screens were right. I mean, they were big. I'm looking at first class. The screens are like televisions. It's crazy. It's crazy. But let's hope. That's why I keep saying, "Oh, you heard you got a new job." Like, no, I got a new career because I honestly do love the company, which I can never say about other ones.
Yeah. It's hard to love a lot of companies, but you know what it is? Now a lot of companies are giving such good bonuses and stuff just because now to find out people don't want to work. We got that little taste of socialism during COVID, and people don't want to work, man. It's amazing. Dude,
no, I hear that, but again, it's also showing the one good thing about that was, I said this before, it's showing the American people that even just a little bit goes a long way. If you're brutally honest, when we had the COVID insurance and we had unemployment, people were walking home with $900 a week, which after taxes, before taxes, I'd say before taxes is what, maybe $1,200 a week you're making. Do the math. What?
It was crazy money. It was monopoly money that we're giving up.
But think about that. What's $1,200 a week? $1,200 a week times 52 weeks a year. That's really only like $60,000, maybe $60,000 a year.
Yeah.
Or maybe a little more. My math, I'm not doing math right now, but that's not an insane amount of money. Like, that's not even like saying, "Oh, you're rich." Like, that's people were very happy with that.
But let me tell you, you were doing. Let's say people were making close to $1,000 a week. Yeah. After taxes, let's say you were making $1,200. After taxes, you were probably taking $1,000 even almost, between $1,000 to $999, whatever it was. So you were making about $4,000 a month. That's pretty much what you were making. You figure you take
so by 12 months, that's only 48,000 a year.
Let's say if your rent is $2,000, you were taking out $2,000 for your rent, then you had another $2,000 to play with.
But that's what I'm trying to say is it's showing how, yes, so you see people who make $100,000 a year. Like, I question how are you miserable with that? How are you not happy with $100,000 a year? Like right now, I'm only making not a lot. I'm making more than minimum wage, which is good. But their top pay is fairly well. Our top pay is over $30 an hour for what I do. Which takes a while to get there. Hopefully, with a few incentives and things I do, I'll get a few good raises. But it kills me. Like, how are you not surviving on $100,000? So you know how much it costs to be considered middle class in New York City? Take a wild guess. There was some website, two websites actually. I had research this too.
Dude, I think
so you have to be.
You got to make at least like $250,000.
$242,000 to be considered middle class.
Yeah.
And if you make under 200,000, you're considered poor in New York City. Really? like, let that sink in. If you don't make $200,000 or more, you're considered poor. That's fucking insane. I'm sorry, it is. It's bad shit. So what have you been up to? I haven't been around for a while. I've been traveling.
I've been up to a lot of shit, man. I'm getting ready for this Saturday for Ohio State versus Michigan.
Where will you be for that?
I'm going to Pink's. Pink's is now the official Ohio State bar, and that pretty much is what's going on. But
where is Pink's? Let everybody know who's watching it overseas. Let them know where Pink's is.
I don't have. Hold on, let me look for the address.
It's on East 9th and 1st Avenue in New York City. I don't know the exact address, but if you go to that corner, you'll see it right there. It's the first storefront off First.
So Pink's Cantina. First of all, if you're looking for, it's called Pink's Cantina, and it's located because we did a freak show from there, and it did very well.
The last one we did was from there. I was very drunk. I was very, very drunk, actually. I'm bummed we didn't do a Halloween one because our costumes are still getting great notoriety for the shit we were dressed as.
Yeah, man. It was pretty funny. So it's 242 East 9th Street.
242 East 9th.
Yeah, forward. So it's a place you go there. They got some great so they got a great happy hour. For happy hour, you get for every drink you get a free taco. So you
see, people don't think that adds up. First of all, the tacos I think tacos are like actually really good. Some people are like, oh, it's a bar. How can they serve good tacos? They really do serve good tacos. And you think about it, you have a drink, you get a taco. You're gonna eat, you're gonna keep drinking, you get less of a hangover. It's a good. I mean, I would order like 6 beers and then just get 6 tacos. Order a bucket of beer. You get a bucket of tacos.
Yeah, you know what? Because when I go there, I order a beer. I always get the bucket of the Coors, and drink like 6-7 Coors Light, and then I'll drink a tequila with every single one of them. So by the time I'm done, I am hammered out of my ass.
Yes, sir. All right. Where are we starting? The last episode, did we discuss the Eternals or not? I don't even remember. I was drunk.
We didn't. So, but I think you talked a little bit, but the Eternal was they showed Thanos' brother, which I didn't think they were going to show.
Yeah, and Pip, which I thought was amazing. So Peyton Oswald's playing Pip, which was cool as hell because he also played MODOK in the animated series. So he's doing a lot of things. So good for him.
He is doing.
He's the uber geek. So that's why I love him.
That guy is he's like vomit everywhere. He's like everywhere to be seen, It's pretty funny.
He's like vomit. That's fucked up.
But he is. He's like everywhere. It's like, where are you? He's here. He's there. He's everywhere.
The Eternals was I really didn't. It's an artsy movie, which it didn't have to be. It's not a Marvel movie per se, and it really does change a lot of shit with it. Where now Thanos is an Eternal, but in the comics he was kind of a deviant. So he had a deviant gene, so you don't know if he's. So was Titan all of Eternals? Like you don't know where it's going with it, so. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I'm dying. So I saw Ghostbusters. I will give a non-spoiler review. Ghostbusters was fucking phenomenal. If you like the originals, go watch it. But there's 2 end credits. 2.
I'd say you got to stay for the end credit because it gets very geeky.
Everyone left. The first one, everyone left. And I'm like, the first one's cool. The second one was phenomenal. Oh, excuse me. Was phenomenal. It's you know what it is, and I hate to say this, I cried like a bitch. It tugs at your heartstrings. It pays so much homage to the original movie. It was a good movie. It's a good old school 80s Ghostbusters movie. There's jump scares in it. And they say, kids. It really wasn't for kids. I was shocked at how scary parts were. Like even Gina screamed. I was like, "Oh shit, that was a good one." Got me.
Was it scarier than the original Ghostbuster?
Some parts, yes.
Wow, that's amazing. What I wanted to tell you, did you see Hawkeyes? How good is Hawkeye?
Sorry about that. Blew my nose. Hawkeye was actually phenomenal. I see. I love when they take old. I'm trying not to give spoilers here because it just came out yesterday. When they take old movies and tie into what went on around the movies. So I'll give one spoiler because it's literally the first 3 minutes of the first episode. Explain why Kate Bishop got into archery and why she did this, that, and the other. Her family lives right where the Chitauri came down in the Avengers first one. And she saw Hawkeye do his backflip and fly in and stuff. But just seeing a different angle of the humans and what was going on while this crazy shit was going on.
Yeah, the battle of the story.
Yeah, but it's such a bigger picture of, all right, here this is, that's it. Let alone like so DC tried to do that with Batman versus Superman when Superman was destroying shit, fighting Zod, and that's when Batman was like, he was taking care of the stuff on the floor, going, "What the fuck's going on?" I like seeing that bigger picture and the more detailedness of what's going on. Like, I don't know if you saw the clip, the 1 minute clip for Obi-Wan coming out.
That looks fantastic.
That looks amazing. And Hayden Christensen's back as fucking Vader, which I thought was pretty cool. They brought him back.
I wonder if they're going to introduce Darth Maul because he actually was killed by Obi-Wan in the cartoon. I wonder if they'll have
in Rebels. I don't know. I mean, I hope so. I would pray so. But he didn't know Obi-Wan was there till the end, so it really wouldn't parlay into that story. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the Book of Fett's coming out. That looks phenomenal. You know what it is? I hate to say this. They need to just give Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni the reins for Star Wars and let them do what they want to do.
Yeah.
I want to see Jon Favreau do a trilogy of Star Wars movies. I don't care if it's the Old Republic. I mean, that new series, the what was it called? The High Republic is coming out.
Yeah.
I'm not really a fan or looking forward to that. I hope to be proven wrong, but I think the Mandalorian was done so well. I'm praying Book of Fett is done that well. I'm praying Obi-Wan's done that well. So I just hope they're longer than 6 episodes because like Hawkeye, all we get is 6 episodes. I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah,
give me a little more.
The longest series they have was right now was I think it was
The Mandalorian, right? It's got to be
WandaVision.
Oh, for Marvel, well, that was what 7 episodes or 8?
Wanda was 9.
And now Agatha's getting her own spinoff, which I think is a little. I don't know how I feel about that one. I don't think the character has enough in it to parlay her own show. I get everyone loved her and loved her character, but it's like Loki. Like he had to have his own arc after like fucking 8 movies. They didn't just throw him in there. So her arc for one show, I think it's too fast, too soon.
But they can go to her backstory, how did she got there, how she studied witch and stuff. Because she's a bad guy. They can make it happen. They can make it.
Yeah, but do you think that the character is interesting enough to do that, or is more people interested in the actress who's amazing, and her just playing it?
Just throw the ball at the wall, see what it hits. It might be a hit, it might not be not. Why not do it? You got your own network. You got to put programming on it.
No, of course. Well, they got slammed for that. They got slammed at the past year. They haven't really put much out, and they're not doing enough to put out original content. Which I got to kind of agree with them.
Did you see Disney Plus Day? Now they got everything. She-Hulk's coming out. Moon Knight. Freaking they got the Ironheart. They got What If Part 2. Season 2's coming out.
So it's funny. It's funny how Oscar Isaac is playing both. He played Apocalypse. Now he's playing Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Which that movie sucked a bag of dicks. Have you seen that one?
Which one?
X-Men Apocalypse.
Oh, that was terrible.
It was so bad. It was so bad.
It was terrible. It was pretty bad. It was not good at all.
I said to someone recently, and he was a geek too, and I was like, it's a bad movie when the original Horseman in the beginning of the movie made more sense than Magneto and Angel, who becomes Archangel. They never mentioned him being Archangel. They never show him blue. They never show, it's when you take a story that has a great story and you change it, and I don't know why you change it. This is what happens when you put these jerk-offs in Hollywood under the thumb. Speaking of which, and I'm not going to discuss it now, but I want to know if you've watched He-Man second part yet.
Oh my God, Savage He-Man, Hulk He-Man. I've seen the first 2 episodes.
I haven't watched it yet. Kevin, that first 6, the first part was phenomenal. Was fucking phenomenal.
Part 2 is good. You start seeing part 2, it's like holy shit.
But again, Kevin Smith, he's a geek. He gets it. He wants to do the right thing by it. I honestly, after watching, what was it called? Hollywood Killed Superman, what the hell it's called? Where they were going to do the Superman with Nick Cage. I honestly wanted to see that movie now. I don't think I want to see Nick Cage as Superman, but the way that Tim Burton was doing it, I'm like, yes, this looks dark as fuck.
It was going to be dark as fuck, It's funny. I think that they're doing Superman versus Black Adam, and I think the kid that played Jim from The Office is going to be the new Superman.
No, really? But I thought Henry Cavill was still back on board doing Superman again.
I don't know what they're doing with him because
I know Ben said, because the room. All right, so rumors, and I cannot tell you where I heard the rumors from, but because I go on the boards, the rumors were that the Justice League did so well on HBO Max and got so many fucking downloads that they're looking to greenlight to finish Snyder's work as per what happens, because there's supposed to be 2 more movies where it follows why Superman turns to the dark side. And since Injustice came out, the cartoon, and did very well apparently, they're like, all right, maybe we'll greenlight Snyder's. And the fact that, not to be an asshole, the fact that they literally, I think for those who don't know, when Zack Snyder was given the reins to do his own cut of Justice League, and he says in interviews, he was openly told, all right, we're going to give you $10 million. You cannot reshoot new things. You can't shoot anything new. You just recut everything you have. And he said, okay. And he fucking lied through his teeth. He completely lied. He set up a huge green screen movie studio basically in his backyard. And that last scene, the actual end credit scene, I think it was, with Joker and Batman and stuff, was all shot in his backyard. And Jared Leto and all of them came to his house, lied to everyone. I don't think they even got paid. I think they all did it on their own. Yeah. And shot that shit. So you're showing that these actors, who are amazing actors, to be brutally honest, and much as I like Jared Leto in certain things, I think he shits the bed in certain movies. He's an amazing actor. They're willing to say, fuck you, we're going to take a pay cut to put this idea, this vision out there. I honestly think if he said, same thing with James Gunn and the Guardians. They were all like, no, we're not cool with this. I honestly think if they said to fucking Zack Snyder, hey, we're going to give you X amount of dollars. You got to figure it out production-wise, who's getting paid what and how you do it. I think people like Jared Leto, I think people like Ben Affleck will say, yo, I'll take a pay cut to make this movie.
Yeah, they might. It looks good, man.
That one, I ain't gonna lie. The Justice League, the way he did it was so much better than the piece of shit we got from fucking Whedon, which I would love to know what happened to him after it came out that he was touching girls, young girls. He kind of disappeared and fizzled out.
You don't even hear about him no more.
Well, it's kind of funny. It's the same thing with other individuals right now on trial. You don't hear about them at all either. But it's just weird that you don't hear about Joss Whedon at all. That all came out about he was, inappropriate with a certain young cast members, like very Harvey Weinstein-esque, and it just kind of disappeared.
You don't hear about James Franco anymore either.
So the thing about Franco is he knows he fucked up. He knows the girl's young. But it was 1. Like you didn't hear like 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. When you start hearing that shit, it's like, yo. So I'm not giving Franco a pass. I'm not defending him. If a girl says she's 17 years old, you tell her to fuck off. You don't tell her to send me new pictures. Yeah. But you don't hear that happening a lot with him. Like with Josh Whedon, there was apparently like 7 or 8 young ladies who came out and were like, yo, he was inappropriate.
Damn, that's a lot.
That's fucked up. I never saw it, so.
So back to Hawkeye, the concept looks good. I like what they did with it. With that whole Battle of New York, and she became an archer, And it's funny, if you look at that credit in the beginning, they pretty much tell you the whole story of how she went to college, she became an archer, she studied martial arts, she did all kind of stuff, and it goes into the thing. And you know who's that guy? That guy that's there, that's the sword man.
No, I didn't know that.
I think he's the bad guy. He's like the sword man.
So actually, now that you mention that, I'm fucked up because somebody mentioned that because in one of the shows I watched, they were mentioning how does that mean Wonder Man's coming out because it's Wonder Man's brother. His name's the Grim Reaper, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah, but he's the sword man at first.
Well, he has a sword for a hand. Yeah, and he wears a Grim Reaper. But his brother is Wonder Man, and Wonder Man used to date fucking She-Hulk. So that's where they're parlaying. Why am I carrying a back scratcher? I don't know. But that's how it's parlaying into that. And I was watching this whole breakdown. I mean, here's the thing. I'm a geek. Some of these guys like learning all that parlaying together and how it connects like 7 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. That kills me. Like I'm good, but I'm not that good. But I love hearing it.
Dude, how fucking geek out are you getting ready for the freaking Spider-Man No Way Home?
The last trailer, man, that last trailer was so good. It was good because, first of all, them abusing Octo Octavius and they said laughing at him is such a child's high school dick move. It's amazing. Listening to what's his face, the Green Goblin. What the hell's his name? The actor's name. I feel bad. I love him. I feel bad.
William Dafoe.
Yes, William Dafoe. Hearing him having the speech is just, dude. His voice is undeniably recognizable, and it is so creepy as fuck. So, but also if you don't know if you notice, if you freeze frame it, it shows the Green Goblin and his son Harry as the Green Goblin, and the last scene of that clip shows the Scorpion, the Sandman, and it shows all of them. So I really think they're pulling in the Sinister Six to this time frame.
6.
But now here's the question. Since they showed the Sandman from that last bullshit fucking movie, the third of the first set.
Yeah.
Does that mean there's 2 Venoms? Because fucking Topher Grace played that Venom, which was a piece of shit. But now you also have Tom Hardy playing Venom.
And when you saw the end of Venom 2, he told that Peter Parker was the bad guy.
Yeah. Well, that's unfortunately if people really read the comics, got into it. That's how. So Venom thinks he's the hero in most of the comics. He thinks he's saving everyone by eating them. That's what he does. And he always swore that Spider-Man was a villain because he looked at Jonah Jameson's fucking bullshit, and he's like, "Yo, he's a bad guy. I got to take care of him." Now, on the same aspect as that, Thor: Love and Thunder. Do you know who the villain is?
Yeah,
Gore the God Butcher. Now, I don't know if you've done any research with this shit. I had to read all of it and go back and watch it. So Gore the God Butcher carries a sword, which is apparently the first living symbiote.
Wow.
That's how they knew that Venom was slowly coming in. So apparently Gore the God Butcher has a sword, which is the first original living symbiote, which is why he can kill gods. So they said you might even see Venom and them in the fucking Thor movie, which I was like, that's a huge jump.
Wow.
Seeing him in Spider-Man's one thing. Seeing him in Thor and Guardians and that shit, that's like, oh, you're going deep. And I hope they don't go too far with it because they are bringing in Lady Thor, which everyone was against. I don't know why you're against it. I think it's a good storyline. Well, it's when you make a new storyline, I get it. It's not Thor, daughter of Asgard. It's Jane Foster, and she had cancer. She beat it, and now she's worthy. It's awesome. It's phenomenal. I'm sorry, spoiler if that really comes true in the movie.
Talking, Thor became a little unworthy because something happened to him in the story. That something happened to him. He became unworthy, and so she became the new Thor because he did something.
Well, it goes back to why they're making Superman black now and calling him Clark Kent. No, now if they're making him
making another Superman, because there is a black Superman in the Superman continued. There was a black Superman. He got a totally different name and everything else. He does have a history, and I think that's what they're gonna do.
And that's fine if it's different. And I've said this 1,000 times on the show. Like Miles Morales, I was so anti a black Spider-Man because don't change a lineage just to make someone a different ethnicity. They made him a completely different character, and his character backstory is fucking phenomenal. And I love Miles Morales. I think he's phenomenal. Don't just take Superman and call him Clark Kent, make him black to suit. No,
they can make a
at least put him in a different universe. Call it universe like 7 or whatever. Where Clark Kent was I would understand it, but like with the movie with fucking the Fantastic Four, they made Johnny Storm black. Why? Why did you make him? And I love what's his face who played him, but why? Like, why did you make him?
There was no reason. You know what looks good? And I can't wait to see it. The Flash movie looks good, man.
Dude, I mean, see, I hate trailers because they can tease you and make you think something is better than it is, or make it seem completely different. Like The Watchmen, the trailer for The Watchmen, I hated the movie The Watchmen for years because the trailer made it seem to be this big action, amazing thing, and you're not realizing now I absolutely think it's one of the best movies out there.
Yeah.
But when I first watched it, I was like, this is the slowest moving, drawn out. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Because of the trailer shows action, 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 action. And I hate trailers that show you the end of the movie or all the best parts. One of the reasons I loved Endgame, they showed you nothing. They showed you the first 10 minutes, and that's it. Give me that. Give me enough to get me in the theater and call it a day. Don't show me everything. Show me a little bit. It's called Just a Tip. And no one ever wins Just a Tip. Just show me just a tip. I'm going to go see.
Yeah, of course. So let's get into some business here, Mike. You know what I saw, FreakJonn? I watched the entire Beetle documentary that Get Back, the new documentary on
what?
Disney Plus that Peter Jackson did, and it's fantastic. It's the
Beatles. The Beatles.
It was fantastic. It's very good because it's like when you look at it. And you see, like, Paul McCartney was really, like, leading them and telling them, oh, we got to get this beat. We got to get this right. They're rehearsing for a whole month to do this, to do a live show, to put on TV and have a live audience because they stopped touring live after a while, the Beatles. They were just putting an album. But they're going to have, like, they rented this studio. Somebody rented it, and they're there every day practicing. And the first part is day 1 through 7. Of them practicing, getting there, talking. It's pretty fascinating when you watch. Like, you really get into the whole psyche. It's like how they had over 60-hour footage.
Wow.
Of these guys. It's crazy. It was being by a director. I think they were going to make something, but it never came out. And now Peter Jackson grabbed all that video. He made like some kind of documentary. It's very good.
I'd love to know why Peter Jackson did it. Like, what was the reasoning behind him saying, you know what? I'm going to the Beatles do a fucking documentary. Because Peter Jackson, for those who don't know, is Mr. Lord of the Rings. Like, he's Mr. like sci-fi, fantasy kind of shit. So what would make him go say, hey, you know what? I'm going to do this. That's just weird.
He did a very good job. When you see that first part, if you got 2.5 hours, it's 2.5 hours long.
Oh, wow. There's so much I have to catch up on from... did you watch C yet? No.
No.
Did you watch C yet? No.
You know what I fucking watched that was fantastic? And it was the only good match on Survivor Series was Becky and Charlotte. They looked like they were fighting like for real. Like they were smacking each other.
Did you see her after interview?
Oh yeah, she broke down.
She's like, this is a woman I was like best friend. Like we went in a car crash together. Like, she was like, I would give my life for her. And now all I want to do is punch her dead in her fucking face.
Yeah.
That's rough, man. I gotta tell you right now, Becky Lynch is the greatest heel right now, but no one wants to see her as a heel.
But nobody wants her. Everybody keeps cheering her for her.
She is the new Steve Austin. There was a TikTok of someone saying, Becky, I saw your baby. She's beautiful. She turns and looks and goes, I know. She came from me. She's that good. It's like, fuck.
But
did you see fucking Rollins got attacked?
Oh, yeah. You heard the whole thing behind that. You want to hear the whole backstory about that song?
No.
So the guy got catfished by somebody on Instagram saying he was Seth Rogen, needed money, and the dude sent him money. Not only that, that dude had real-size seats too. He fucking got pissed off because he sent him money and then he never responds. So the dude so separate at Barclays said
that can't be real. That cannot be real.
Dude, that's what's on the news. That's the whole story. It's in the paper, everything. It's insane. When you read, I'll send you the article. It's insane.
That can't be something that cannot be real. First, so he didn't have ringside seats. He had seats up the ramp. But here's the thing: if you know wrestling, you know it's not Seth Rollins. Then did this fat, black, partially damaged in the head kid think that Seth Rollins, who's married to Becky Lynch, just had a kid, was on a dating app trying to hook up with him?
No, not a dating app. He was on Instagram and asked for money, not a dating app. He said, "I need it." Yeah. It's fucking. It's crazy. You read the story.
Do you think it's an excuse to get out of being banned for life and arrested and charged?
Dude, that guy came. That guy. When you look at the video, that guy came from.
He did a better spear than Roman Reigns. I know.
That guy was like he went to spear the motherfucker.
Bro, he was a freight train coming with no brakes.
And Seth Rollins had the fucking wits to grab him and choke him in a chokehold.
He put him in a guilt. If that security didn't grab him, he could have. If it wasn't on live TV, he would have choked him out and beat his ass. But this is why I miss the old days. In the 80s, they would have fucked him up.
But now the wrestlers, they have the official break it up. The wrestler can't touch the. That's a new policy they put in since Bret Hart got attacked, and this guy.
No, was it Bret Hart? I thought it was CM Punk when he punched the guy.
No, remember Bret Hart got attacked in Center that got attacking while he was getting the Hall of Fame thing.
Well, they fucked him up. I don't know that. I know that they took a few shots at him.
From FTR, Wheeler just grabbed the guy. They looked the guy up.
Good. You won't do that again, will you? See, but here's the thing: this is why they should allow them to do that, because if you watch them getting fucking banged up, breaking arms, face getting busted open, when you see this, you go, "Oh, that's pretty cool." Nah, bitch, it ain't. When you got a busted eye, your nose is bleeding, you're missing teeth. How cool is it now? How cool is it now jumping around with these motherfuckers? Like, come on. Dude, that's just dumb.
Because the rest of them, Survivor Series was pretty bad, and it was almost 4 hours long, man. It was like 3 hours and change. It was not that great.
So, unfortunately, with my hours at work, as of this moment, because in a couple months I got a bid for my new hours.
Yeah.
I'm working 4 a.m. till 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm in bed by 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm old. Yeah, 7, 8 o'clock, I'm passed out.
You didn't miss much. So the only match I will watch is the Becky and then the Roman versus Big E. It started slow, but it ended with a big.
I ain't gonna lie. Becky, her outfit, I saw photos.
Ooh, yeah.
I was in love.
Yeah.
Tight, red, shiny vinyl and me go hand in motherfucking hand. That's like turkey and Thanksgiving.
It was fantastic. Now
she looked, and I love my fiance. She's a redhead too, but that shit, well, good.
I gotta tell you, the best shit this week. The best shit this week was fucking MJF and CM Punk. They did. I
haven't seen it yet.
Dude, they did 20 minutes of them like Punk's come out, his music hits, and he hits the ring, and out of nowhere, fucking MJF just said, "Hey, doesn't feel good to get interrupted, right, Punky Brewster?" He called him Punky Brewster, and he went at him. He was calling him. He said, "After you couldn't beat, you can't see you or beat the freaking the Kings of Kings. You took your ball and left because you didn't want to lose to the King of Kings in the showcase of the Immortal." Like, dude, he was going.
Wow.
All this shit.
I gotta. What was that? Was that on Dynamite or Rampage?
Dynamite. You can look up that, but it's nice. They took on the show. Then CM Punk come back. You look like the Miz. The only thing you're not as famous at the Miz. And then
shit.
MJF say, "Yeah, I'm gonna end your career as quick as your UFC career was over." Dude, they would cut it.
Which is weird because Punk hates the Miz. Remember the tweet he sent out about go suck a diseased dick, $1 from fucking Silvio? I'm like, dude, they don't like each other at all.
But he called MJ the Miz. And he said, "How about that singing? You made the New York Times for singing." And then he said something about him being a mark for Rosie O'Donnell because MJF was in the Rosie O'Donnell show where he was a kid singing. You know that?
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
And then he goes to MJF. "You still got my poster in your wall, right, bitch?" It was like, oh man,
I have to go watch that. So here's the question I have for you: why do you think I'm gonna try to find a nice, elegant way of saying this. I'm just gonna say, fuck it. The WWE during the Survivor Series and then during Raw is sucking The Rock's dick.
I don't know. And The Rock wasn't even there.
He tweeted or put on Instagram a ham sandwich an hour after or during Survivor Series. So you knew he wasn't gonna be there. They have been blowing him worse than a toothless hooker who needs fucking her crack and rent money.
You know why? Because it's the 25th anniversary of his appearance on Survivor Series. So that was.
But if he's not there, why do you care?
And then
I'm just curious.
You know what? Then Jimmy Fallon had something to Roman Reigns. Oh, there's a possibility that The Rock might show up on Survivor Series. Will you fight The Rock? And he said, "Yeah, but you know what? I don't think he was ever going to show up because he can't show up right now."
Well, because he's out of the country. And you can't fly in and out and get tested and COVID stuff. You can't do that. The other problem is, so he has Black Adam coming out. Then he has Shazam, 3, I guess he's going to be coming out. There's a lot of things he's doing.
And him and so made up, he's going to be back in the Fast and the Furious franchise.
For the finale, yes. I heard Diesel tweeted him or some shit. And again, it's real douchey when you do shit in the public. I heard Vin Diesel put a tweet out saying, "Hey, Rock, it's time for us." Why wouldn't you just call him personally? Why you got to put that shit on blast on fucking Twitter? Like the idiots, ladies and gentlemen, both of you. If you put your personal shit online, and I've done it. Me and my fiance had a long history. And I did it. I was dumb. I was stupid. I put it on Facebook. I was an asshole. I was tired. I was drunk. And I put my dirty laundry out there. When you put it out there, people have the ability to comment on it. You're giving them the ability to comment. Do not put shit on Facebook or Twitter and go, "I don't want to hear your comments, but here this is." Then why the fuck are you putting it out there? Shut the fuck up. Call the person personally. So him putting it online out like the tweet he did, was he trying to get fan support? I don't know. I hope he was, but if he really meant it, he could have just tweeted or called fucking The Rock and said, "Hey, let's call it a day. Let's end this the series the way it did." I mean, because Hobbs and Shaw did very well in the theaters.
Yes,
it made good money, and honestly, it was a good fucking movie.
I like that movie. That was very good.
The problem is the Fast and the Furious is supposed to be about cars and car racing, and now they're in fucking space. Now it's 007 meets Bay Ridge. That's what Vin Diesel's at, Bay Ridge. Come on, man. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't hate the movies. I just don't get it.
It's a you know what it is? It's a multi-billion-dollar franchise now.
I will say this: the ride at Universal sucks a bag of balls. Not even dicks, balls. The ride is so bad. It's fucking horrible. Why they really? I'm like, how do you have a Fast and Furious ride that's all green screen CGI shit where you barely you're in a little tram? Oh, okay. You don't have a fucking fast ass car like Test Track in Disney World, which hits you 80 miles per hour. You fucking getting zipped around. That's more fun than this bullshit ride. It's horrible. Now we got to do. Promise me this. Next year or the year after, we got to go to Disney. I'm taking you to Disney. You're going to ride, because I don't think you've ever been. We're going to do a month of shows of just you riding every ride and giving your critique of certain rides.
Yeah.
If Gina can ride them, you can ride them. But I really think you're going to be like, "What the fuck? I'm riding the fucking thing. It's flying in the air with my shit."
The one
we got to do it.
Millennium Falcon. That's the one. The Star Wars. Definitely, I want to do the Millennium.
That one's good. That one's good, but it's a pain in the ass because you actually fly the Falcon. So if you suck at flying, you get fucked. The other one, the Rise of Resistance, is phenomenal. That one is just so holy shit. But we got to do that. But before we go any further, because it's already 40 minutes in, who is your motherfucker of the week?
And you know who it's gonna go to? Once again,
De Blasio.
The guy never fails me. Total fucking idiot.
Time out. What are you gonna do when he's not in power anymore? When he's gone?
I don't know, but this guy's the motherfucker of the week again. He's like stupid, dude. And also, like, you know what? Biden gets a little bit too. You see that they decided to give they decided to give a mandate to the TSA worker on the fucking week of Thanksgiving when everybody travels. How the fuck do you do that? How fucking stupid are you? So if a plane would have gone down or something, that's your fault because these guys, dude, you should give these guys until the end of the year to get vaccinated. And that's it. You can't fucking shut shit down like that when people are going to travel. It's one of the busiest travel days. And you're shutting this shit down because this is the mandate before Thanksgiving. Oh, maybe I'm going to put pressure on people to get the fucking shot because, no, you don't do that. You give these people at least to freaking the end of the year because they're the one watching all the shit that's going in the airport. They're the first line of defense. And you try to, so now people will have to call out sick. People will be showing up to work. Then you'll get a bunch of disgruntled guys that might let something go through. You can't do this. It's a total outrage. Yep.
Well, I will say this much. What did I say? Disney, I don't know if you saw this, they got rid of that mandate. So if you work for Disney, you don't have to have the vaccine anymore. Because, again, and this is what I hate, knocking one side, not the other, because I hate both sides. But the left is just fucking losing their minds. The science is showing that it's not that it's gone away, but it's not doing the damage that everyone thinks it is. That being said, I always say, follow numbers. Why? It's funny. It's funny how the people who were screaming follow numbers a year and a half ago are now saying the numbers don't matter. It's like, come on, man. Hey. Come on, bro.
You know what the problem is? Also, now somebody died of a heart attack. They go, oh, it's COVID related. No,
it's COVID related.
Had a fucking heart attack.
He weighed 650 pounds. His arteries were this closed, but it was the COVID. No, I get it. And that's like I said. I mean, I got the shot. I had to get the shot for my company. They wanted me to get it. I was totally against it, but I need a job and a career. So, and honestly, I'm grateful that I have it. I'm thankful on Turkey Day that I have it. Do I know what's going to happen later on in life with me? No, I don't. I'm not having more kids. I'm not really worried about that. I have my son. He's good as gold. But things could change. You don't know. And again, it's also because of you can't mandate people to do things. It's you can, apparently. I don't want to talk politics. It's Thanksgiving. Let's go back to happier things. Let's go back to wrestling.
I got my booster shot and I never got sick. So a lot of people got sick from the booster, believe it or not. A lot of people I know got very sick.
I had COVID. I had it. I was sick for a couple of days. I had a fever. That was it. So, and I get, again, it's difficult to explain these things because people don't want to hear it. They'll take snippets of what we're saying and focus on that and not focus on the whole conversation. Am I saying COVID is not a thing? No, I'm not saying it's not a thing. What I'm saying is the flu has killed more in 5 years than COVID has. What I'm saying is you can die from the flu or pneumonia, and the media would not make it this end of the world. COVID became a thing because it was easy to transmit. Yes, awesome, sucks. But don't make it the death sentence like the Black fucking Plague. It's not. But anyway, back to wrestling.
So
I have not watched NXT at all because NXT, the colors are killing me. And I love neons and I love the 80s mentality, but that NXT shit sucks a bag of dicks. And Tony Storm. Dude, Tony Storm came out to be in the team and looked nothing like Tony Storm. That made no sense. She looks horrible.
No, she looks all right.
She does not have that punk Australian. She's from Australia, right?
Yeah.
Or British. No,
she
looked like she had long hair. It was straight. Like it was very like. I was like, come on, really?
Yeah, but she's on SmackDown. She looks like a rock star, man. She looks really good.
She looks good. She wrestles phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, why they give the belts to on Raw? Why they give the belts to Carmella and fucking Vega? I have no idea. That whole show, women's division, is a bag of dicks.
Dude, let me tell you, even Roman Reigns took a fucking pop at Raw. Look at their ratings. It was
yeah, because it sucks. It makes no sense. The whole Carmella mask thing is cool as shit. I understand, the angle they're going with that. They gave Selena Vega the Queen of the Ring, the first ever. They're not really touching on that. Like they're not really pushing that. It's Raw's not good. It's
bad.
I don't get it.
It's bad. No, you know what's actually good? SmackDown might be the best show. They destroyed the freaking King's Woods fucking crown and all this shit, and they beat him.
Well, here's what I don't get. Now, was Valkyrie fired, or she still work for the company?
No, she's gone, man. She was one of the release, man. Dude, they cleaned house again, like crazy.
They brought her in for what, 6 seconds and got rid of her? Like, literally.
She was probably. They got rid of Morrison too in the second cut.
Well, I know that because she went off on Twitter ripping him a new asshole. But what I don't get is like they brought her. They built her up for 3 months, brought her in. She was there for what, a month and a half?
Yeah.
What was that?
She was Frankie Morday.
Yes, but how long was she there? A month and a half, 2 months?
I think she was there about 3 months.
What the fuck are they doing? Like, I don't be an asshole, but what are they doing? Why do you? So this year alone, they've released how many wrestlers?
About 70, 80 wrestlers altogether.
Almost 100.
But the problem is they still got so much talent that they can release another 100 and they still got a lot of people. Dude, they got way too many. They got way too many wrestlers.
Then you don't need 30-minute matches on Raw. Then give them a 10-minute match. Let the young guys come in and put in a 5-minute match in the beginning of it. Build like when Austin Theory was the one who found the egg. I was like, really, this guy.
Dude, but that guy looks great, man. That guy looks like a fucking. That guy looks great. That guy's a great body. That guy's a star. Like Braun Breaker. He's gonna be a star. To the problem with Braun Breaker, they need to cut the shit with him and be like, you know what? You're Rex Steiner. That's it. Call him Rex Steiner. Because when Ciampa cut a promo, it will take you 33 and a half to come to even beating me for this title. And it was like the promo that Scott Steiner cut years ago. He cut almost the same promo. He just
of course. but that's the problem with the WWE is they don't acknowledge the fact that the fans know this shit. Like, look, understand something. And it's one thing I say to everybody. Yes, you have the new fans, young kids, then you want to cater to them. I get it, but you have to play into your hardcore fans that will stay there from day one. They're the ones when you're putting out a shitty product. I still gonna come and say, all right, I'll still watch it. Or I'll still buy a T-shirt. I get it. When you start pushing them out, you're fucked. You're done.
No, but if you look at the new requirement for the WWF, what they won, they won. They put a thing. They won women between the age of 23 to 26. They won guys at least a minimum.
How small is that fucking window?
Again, they won women. They won guys size over 6'2", no more like underside guys. So all those underside guys, they're gonna get rid of. Johnny Wrestling,
Johnny Gargano, yeah.
Kyle O'Reilly's gonna be gone. All those guys will be gone, and they're gonna get some big guy like a Braun Breaker. They're gonna get bigger guys, and then you got your veteran like Ciampa, like that's gonna be around teaching the guys.
Ciampa should get the fuck out of there. He should get out of there. I mean, most of them should get out of there. Unfortunately, I hate to say this, but AEW is coming like what ECW was.
Yeah, but they don't know. Sometimes they book something really good, and sometimes they book shit. You know
what? Yeah, AEW.
I'm starting to really like that Killer Allen.
Who?
Allen, Darby Allen, and Sting.
Darby Allin, yes.
He's fucking that guy's fantastic. You know why I shitted on the guy? Because but the guy can wrestle. The guy's really good.
You shitted on him like Flair shitted on fucking Foley for so long. You called him a glorified stuntman. The thing that you start to realize now is he does the stunts for a reason, and it's a story. And the thing I like about Darby Allin, as young as he is, he knows how to tell a story. He's like an old school Jake the Snake. He doesn't do a lot of great moves, and he's a good wrestler, but he tells the fucking story. And let's be brutally honest, all wrestling is a story. It's a storyline you got to tell. You can do high spot all you want. If you can't tell me a story, get me intrigued, get me into your shit, I don't give a fuck about you then. And he does at his young age, which is amazing.
You know what is? The WWF used to be able to tell episodic freaking storyline, like episodic storyline, great storyline.
Because they had first they had writers that listened to the wrestlers, and they had good wrestlers. And you had the Stone Cold, you had the Takers.
But they don't let these guys cut their own promos no more. Everything is scripted. That's the biggest problem. You can't.
And it fucks them up. They forget things. They're The Rock. They write things on their wrists. They forget everything. It's yes. Let them do their thing.
The Rock was probably the best thing since sliced cheese. Like that motherfucker was. You know what? He will come in there. He could turn a phrase into a fucking catchphrase in 2 minutes, and you'll have shirts. You have this. Like
you think The Rock's the best of that? Who's the best catchphrase inventor in the past 20 years? You think it's The Rock?
Definitely The Rock is up there, but did that come?
He's up there.
Did that come from the writer or did that come from The Rock? Did they suggest, you should say this or you should say that?
So my question to you is, in the past 20 years, let's say 30, because we're old as shit, who is the best catchphrase writer of all time?
I think you definitely got The Rock's definitely up there. Stone Cold, when Stone Cold say,
who is your number one? You're not giving them one. I'm gonna say they're up there. Who's number fucking one?
The Rock is probably the best one. Well, you know who's right now the best one is MJF right now, because he can talk. He can.
You're wrong. You're wrong. And let me say that again. You're wrong.
Who do you think?
Chris motherfucking Jericho. If he can go from, you made the list to everything he's come out with pops and hits, and he changes it because he changes his character. From if you ever, really think about the number of things he's come out with, and he changes. Now with Judas, where everyone's losing their minds with Judas.
Yeah.
That man reinvents himself 10 times over. He went to New Japan and reinvented himself there by putting the makeup on. Come on. To this day, I think he is the one guy who they swore would never be anybody, and he became everybody.
He did.
So I think The Rock has a lot of catchphrases, but what is The Rock? And Rock's been in Hollywood, and I give him that much. But what in the past 15, 20 years has The Rock's catchphrase been? So it's, do you smell? Jericho leaves, he does his whole shtick, and it comes back, and it's the list. It comes back, it's something else. It's always something with Jericho. He is the GOAT.
And now it's El Champion.
A little bit of the bubbly. El Champion. Dude, it's always something. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dude, I'm pissed I didn't ever got some. He made his own champagne called A Little Bit of Bubbly. We should have gotten a cold. Get a case of that shit.
Get a case of the bubbly.
Nicole, if we buy at least 6 bottles, will you get a case of A Little Bit of Bubbly? She probably would have said, you know what? Probably. See, but this is where we fucked up. Because we should have had an El Champion party at 7B, gotten a case of the Little Bubbly, put it on Instagram, he probably would have left his ass off and retweeted it. Or whatever Instagram thing does.
I got retweeted.
Have you still The Rock's thing?
You see my Rock thing? I got the Rock.
Tell them. Tell the people. Tell them how you stole the people's champ.
So I didn't saw it. I went to International. They had a cutout of the people's champ. And I just went there, for the shit up, and took it.
But the picture of you walking with him under your arm.
Dude, people were looking at me in the street like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? I'm walking with the
said
Rock.
Only he would steal the people's champ and take him home. But but now what happens? Like, is he in your bedroom just chilling?
Yeah, he's in the corner. Look. Hold on. You see him?
Now, so when you bring women home, does the champ watch you have sex with women?
Dude, just bring him home and they look at him. Forget about it.
Well, I gotta ask that because that was one of the jokes. So Margot Robbie and John Cena when Suicide Squad came out was on Kimmel, and she discussed how her sister had a John Cena cutout for like 5 years. So she'd be in her room doing business with guys, and they'd be John Cena just staring at her. And she's like, "Now you're here." And she's like, "So I had sex in front of you, technically."
You know what? I might buy him like some eye things. You know, like a fucking what's it called? Like a nightcap. So when I got a girl here, I can cover his face.
Oh, the fuck, the sleep visors.
The sleep visor.
Oh my god, what is wrong with you? Like, there's so much wrong with you. It's amazing, and I love you. All right, it's almost time. Where are you going to be for the next week?
So for the next week, I will definitely be. I'll be off for a few days. I'm doing Thanksgiving, and today we'll probably eat some turkey. And to everybody out there, happy Thanksgiving! Happy Thanksgiving! Give thanks to all to everybody you love. I give thanks to the fans that have been with us. We just got a 100,000 view on YouTube, which is huge. You know, 100,000. I mean, 100,000 people have seen my fucking face and seen John's face and seen Mike's face.
Yes.
And we just got one of the biggest interview with Carl DeMarco for the conspiracy show, and we're gonna get the second interview because he just visited the son of Sam. He just visited.
That's huge. That's huge. He actually went back to see the guy who shot him.
Yeah,
which is fucked up.
But here's the thing: it might have not been him that shot him. He might have been there. It might have been the girl that dispatcher that picked up the call because when he had the bullets get ballistic. Some guy did it. It said it was a woman that shot you. That's what the guys keep saying. It's some weird shit. So we'll see what happened with that when we talk to him. But he definitely probably got some closure and shit. And we're gonna see him next Friday at 4 p.m. at the same place we went. So I gotta go down to Floral Park.
Nice. If you need help, let me know.
Yeah.
I'm off.
I think Eric's going to come and do the video again.
Yeah.
It came out really good with the video.
Good.
You know?
Good.
So where are you going to be? Yo, you going to Nashville?
And I'll be in Nashville tomorrow. Tomorrow night, I'll be in Nashville and then Saturday. I will say as much. For those of our friends who watch this, who want to keep talking smack about this, that, and the other, please stop. Just stop. Everyone wants to get involved in my life now all of a sudden, in our relationships. It's like, dude, stop. Just stop.
Smack about what? How can they talk smack? We're having a good time.
So everyone's questioning why I'm traveling so much, and is my fiance okay with that? And she's like, yeah, I'm fine. Why? Like, I go see people we know, we both have known for ages. Like, why is there an issue? But unfortunately, I don't know what's going on, and my tolerance for the stupidity since I almost died in July and my dad passing is none. Like, if you have something to say, just say it. But why do you care? If we're good, then why are you not good? So y'all gotta pump the brakes with that shit because I'm getting real. I'm gonna become the old person that I was, where I got real nasty.
When you're traveling, she's at work anyway. You're not gonna be able to see her till she comes home.
Well, that was so for those idiots that want to talk shit. That's kind of the point of. She works certain hours that, I work the other hours. So, all right. So, case in point, this weekend, go to Nashville. If I go to Nashville, I would come home. I would do decorations, put more Christmas stuff up, and probably be in bed before she got home. And then I get up in the morning, make her breakfast, and she goes to work. I see her for 30 minutes, maybe, and she's at work all day. Now, I come into the city and get really drunk, which pisses her off, and it does, because I'm with your dumb ass. and everybody else is. And let's be really honest, we get very fucked up.
I never get drunk. I get lumped up, baby.
You get lumped up. You get lumped up. You get me very lumped up, especially with the tequila. Oh, and then she gets upset, and then it's like, all right, so why am I doing that? Or just stay home. No, I'm not just stay home. I'm in the prime of my life. I'm enjoying my life. So I go. Like last weekend, I went to West Palm. I was home, but back on Sunday by a certain time. But everyone loves to just chime in with, well. Shut up. It's not your life. It's our life, and we're enjoying it, and we're happy with it. So who are you? Zip it. Enjoy your life. Everyone's angry they can't live our life. That's the problem.
The haters are out there.
Haters. If I had $1 for every hater, I'd have a lot of haterade. Yeah, so I'll be in Nashville next couple of days, doing Christmas decorations on Sunday, and then back at LaGuardia Airport on Monday morning. Monday morning, Sunday night. So I get up at 2 a.m. to be there by 4 o'clock in the morning.
That's pretty intense, man. You know that?
It is, but you know what? I'm not drinking as much as I used to. I'm working out again. It's the hours. There's no traffic going in at all. There's a little bit coming home at 1 o'clock, but like I said, I gotta tell you, the company's phenomenal. The perks are out of this. I mean, a 401k plan where they match a lot. It's not a job; it's a career, and it's like I said, I've never been treated this well by a company in a long, long time. Verizon treated me like shit. I've been first to say that. Even with the restaurant, the old owner treated me decently, but I didn't get health insurance. I didn't get a 401k. I didn't get time off. So in the past 20-something years, I've never been treated this well by a company. So I'm going to do the right thing.
Yeah,
that's what I'll be.
And it's hard to do the right thing, but when you do it, you know?
Rob, there's guys who flew to Tokyo for $64 round trip in first class.
Fly Tokyo for $64.
Round trip, first class.
That's an outrage.
That's absurd. Again, do the right thing that they take care of you. It's the first company I've been in that doesn't look to fire you. They want to make things better. Like other companies, they want to find you do something wrong so they can keep their thumb on you. Oh, you owe me one. You messed up. This company's like, be on time, get the flights out on time. We're good. It's very it's very chill. It's like, all right, cool. Don't do these certain things. Do this, you're good. And the certain things are like be on time, like the most basic human shit. So I swear by them. And the customer service is phenomenal. Any questions I've had with anything, on point. So I'm gonna swear by them for a hot minute.
That's good.
Yeah, man.
It's good to find a
so we got to do a big Christmas show. We got to maybe we'll go to AC for like a Christmas show.
AC is on a Saturday.
Well, I wouldn't do Christmas. I wouldn't do why? I mean, I could do Christmas there.
No, I mean Christmas is on a Saturday.
I know.
Yeah.
Could you bet? Would you really want to go to AC on Christmas Eve and get fucking annihilated through Christmas?
And I think I got to look because I think I got a cotton roof for that day too because it's Christmas.
I want to see the prices because nothing but degenerates are in AC on Christmas.
It's the worst of the worst.
For that with my flight privileges, now we probably fly to fucking Vegas for that.
You know what? It's Vegas is 6 hours. That whole 6 hour flight, I hate that.
It's five and a quarter. Shut up, 6 hours.
You know,
you'd be asleep.
Fucking take a weed pill and fucking snap.
I did that going to Austin. Was it Austin or no? I think Atlanta. I took one in the morning. I was out cold. Remember AC though might be a good thing because G's working both days. She's working both Friday and Saturday.
Oh yeah.
Being actually for Christmas.
She's working today.
She's there today, right now.
Yeah, I got
it. Yes, we gotta get moving because you have plans. I have to go pack for tomorrow and then make myself a quick little small dinner. If anyone is in New York City, well, friends of ours, if you're in New York City, if you're alone, I'm home alone. I will cook whatever the hell you want. Don't be alone on Thanksgiving. Don't be alone on the holidays. It's a very short life we live. Enjoy it. Because if you don't, then why are you here? You can enjoy your life. You can enjoy everything if you want to. So there's always an outlet. There's always someone to call. Call one of us. Call something. Call somebody. If you're overseas, if you're in another country, and you're not feeling about yourself, you think you might want to do something stupid, put a comment in the YouTube. Put a comment. Tweet. Do something, please. We're losing too many people due to mental issues.
Yeah.
So please reach out. What's the worst that can happen? No one reaches out to you. Then you do it and you win. Yeah. What's the best that can happen? Someone does reach out to you and you stop yourself from doing something stupid.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't want to leave it on a negative note. All right, handsome. You go out, try and stay somewhat coherent. Don't get too crazy with the two young ladies you're going out with, because I know both of them. And
what young ladies?
Exactly. And as we always say, the t-shirts are on sale. The iBar t-shirts are on sale. They're a thing. I just bought one on PayPal because they never have a medium for me, so I had to buy one online, which cost me an extra $10 because of shipping and handling. Pisses me off.
Oh, you should tell me. I would have put one to the side. They just got more shirts.
I did twice, you fucking hammer. You always lumped up. You forget.
No, but they didn't have it. We just got our new shirts on Monday. Tuesday or Monday, a whole shipment came in. And
the first shipment came in, I said, put one aside for me. I will. I showed up. I don't have it. Came back on Halloween. Where's my shirt? I don't have it. I said, fuck this and buy my own.
It's not me. All right, people. So remember how we always say on the show, don't get drunk, get lumped up.
Get lumped up. See you next week, hopefully.
See you next week, you savages, you motherfuckers. And bye. I'll see you later.
Bye. Thank you. Fuck you. Bye.
Later, man.